Hello, my people. It's your boy, Jess, with Chelsea Christ Incarnate, coming at you with a pick a card reading about a message from Spirit. I needed a message. I figured I would pull a few for the unknown willing to grasp onto this wavelength of channeling. I'm honored if you chose to be here. Welcome back if you are a returning vibration. Welcome if you are new. I am Christ Incarnate. Nice to meet you. I am using, honestly, a crap ton of decks. And they're not important right now. If you would like to support the channel, or listen to this tidbit, or if you would like to skip this intro and go straight to the free reading, I'll timestamp it below. If you would like to support the channel, support me directly, honestly, pray for me. I am having an experience where I am being resisted, even though I am a blessing. And I am learning, I'm trying to go about it with as much dignity as possible. Funny thing about being an empath, sensitive people like to use you as a sounding board, but then not respect you for the energy work you've done, which is part of the challenge of this job that I landed. And I gave her an ultimatum. I kind of got good at that, and I kind of got good at trusting at what comes, come what may. I will love me until my dying day, because me in the end is all I got. And the direct reflections of me that are too nearby to dismiss, like my dog. Huh? I gave my boss an ultimatum today. I had heard from her mouth, that others had asked her for positive reinforcement. That a little bit of honey beats a little bit of vinegar. You know, if that's what you want to catch, it, the end result, sweetness. I asked for gentility today, and I asked her for gentility, or I'm gone. And together we built a to-do list, including me, I'm blanking on the word to learn. Including yo practico español con los personas. Buongiorno, Baldigot! Alright, I meant to learn español. Aprender, ayudar is to help, aprender is to learn. Yo quiero aprender español muy bueno. Could act as a translator. Could act as an apothecary. Could act as a shit ton. Not being respected, though. And I'm not the only one. Neither was she, Birdie, not sure which one you are. That was not a sparrow sound, but is sparrow size, maybe bigger. Olumba, but we are the same. Come Tuesday, I will either continue having this job, or I will have the pay, if she doesn't try a certain route, which is a possibility. Trying not to expect it, but I'm also trying not to be disappointed by what people might or might not do. So hopefully by Tuesday I will have either a couple $100 in my pocket and explore my options, or someone will let me have a say in their world. Insect bug that do not bite. And this look like baby ladybug, only black and white. Huh? Bonita. Bonito. Guapo. Bonite. In Espanol, the younger ones are choosing X in replace of A or O for feminine or masculine. E is the sound, but X is the visual for gender neutrality. Me gusta. Me gusta lo mucho. Personal services still available. Energy exchange donations always welcome. Running low. She pays once a month. Unless she wants to honor the Tuesday thing. Because it was also known to me that if I needed a little bit of extra cash before payday, just let her know, and she'll basically take it out of the pay and give you the cash beforehand in advance. Is the word. Perfect on paper. I ain't about paper. I ain't about things. I am worth more than a squash. An ugly squash. A tossed away squash, right? She focuses too much on that. And I am, as your channeler, as your prophet, as your brother, those who know me, love me, are here. Know that I am living an egotistical experience, learning how to evolve, ascend, incorporate, love, infuse, master, co-create. In my journey along such adventures, this woman is my mother in many ways, whom I love in many ways. I do not have to stay, but I do not wish to go. I think that's the general rule of an empath. We don't want to leave just because you don't know your light. We want to help bring that out in you, but if you're not willing, ain't nobody says I gotta stay but me. Why would I stay? Mercury retrograde is tough love medicine from Gaia. Whether you're giving it or taking it is the same if you win the flow. Let's tilt you down. Almost 8 minutes of chit-chat. To resonate with the decks with a crap ton of cards. What you see before you is the Nature's Whispers by Angela Hartfield and Josephine Wall. That's the top. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Pause if you need more time. Choose more than one if you like. We're going to get started. Because it seems my energy has cleared the park. We're going to get started with Group 1. What is a message from Spirit? Let me take a look here. Oh, my. That's really beautiful. Sacred journey, life cycles, family, and transformation. Deep spiritual happenings. Root chakra surrounding the egg. The root chakra, thank you. I don't know who you are. The root chakra is that which touches the dark void, the red against the black. That's why it's so sexy for dragons and motorcycles and shit. Red attracts the most attention, and dark is the stillness from which all things are birthed. Yes, scientifically speaking, red attracts the most attention. That's why if you want a sports car, don't go for red because it'll get pulled over more often by policemen, police people who are people. They're not machines. They go by what they see most. Resonation of the root. And look at the tree, right? We all focus on the branches because that's what we see. Seasons led by the star, but what about them roots? Red roots. Trees bleed in their own way. Sap, your syrup. Tree blood. Violent. Drainage. We lick the tree without licking the tree. Y'all are invited by the I Am Source consciousness to extend your true self into every place. Every place you would like to see improvement, you would like to take up space within. You want to try catching flesh fish for lustual satisfaction? Go ahead. You want to appeal to a client or a boss? You want to weave your raw material with another's? Go ahead. Try. In a romantic context, this is synonymous with try. And this is the romance angels. Love itself. You want more love in your life? Extend. Try. Release all anger. Snapdragon. That word, I have come to learn, that entity not necessarily a good omen. Powerful, but it's only come to me via people who are unwilling to comprehend. Who make choices to be difficult. Even though if they easily access a multi-dimensional experience, the way dragons take advantage of from time to time. As above, so below, creative energy. I speak as I create as I speak. Release all anger about others, about your past, about it all. If you have frustration about being born in a human form because of how they function on this planet Earth, which is primarily nature-based, which has somehow turned into a system of money and convenience, you're all right to let that anger go. And remember that even if you don't see it before your physical death, that's what you remember on a soul level. That's what you love. That's what you search for. That's what you get angry about if you see lack of it in your world. But if you release anger about the conditions of other people's impressions upon the planet, known as society, known as cultural impressionism from a singular source. Henry Ford was one man who created a world of pavement because he figured out how to treat people right as a piece of machinery within his business system. You are affected by this. So if you're in this group, if you are here reading this energy with me, if you're here receiving my reading about this energy of this group, let me tell you what, you're acting out in ways you don't even know about. Plus in the ways that you do know about. So you got to take some emotional accountability here, group one. Yeah, this one ain't short today. None of these are going to be short today. Because let me tell you what, the mama knows what she births into reality. And let me tell you what, she will eat you right the fuck back up and spit you right the fuck back out. And it's a good experience with this religion and spirituality card if you do not fear your physical death. It is illusionary. That is how wildlings can speak with you in spiritual format. As a glitch in the matrix. But not necessarily glitch, more of a planned intervention of coding. Group 1, you are in rapid manifestation. You are throwing your energy into the future. You have your basis. You have a wide net. So be sure in this 8 feminine mitosis energy that you do not define too closely with linear throwing. That is within your control. That linear throw in this artistic depiction is your choice, your funnel of intellectual, observational, humanitarian focus. What you focus on will attract in, like for like. So y'all be careful what you wish for, how you think, how you be, how you radiate. Examine. It's retrograde. We reevaluate. We re-review. That's how it came out. That's the way it's meant to be said. Because we are in a spiral of existence. Always. So check yourself. Look in the mirror. Look at the pattern. What is it? Which direction do you want it to take focus in? Because we always have a choice. Yes? Yes. Last message, group 1. 33. Ascend, ascend. 3 is the ascended master number. Hop, skip, half of 8. If you don't draw it this way, or this way, you can draw it that way. There's infinite realms of reality to be co-created. There's infinite paths. Your mind is infinite. So if you've been acting out, or if you've been judgmental towards yourself or beating yourself up, you don't got to. You are the perfect child of the All-Mother, who birthed the All-Father, who envelops all, including your shadow self. And your shadow self teaches you, like the wild bobcat, what needs to die and how your killing it may be of service in your own self. Or when you draw a boundary, you're saying no to a shit ton, right? No matter what, you have a whole spectrum to be lived out. That's the thing about shamanism and animal totems. It's just resonating with a different energy. So you be gentle with yourself while you experience a lot of stuff. Three, 3, 1. This is the layered possibility of creation. This technically allows for mitosis. Because they have to explore the edges. Where are your boundaries? Where do you put in to the unknown for receptivity in this matrix that we perceive? Powerful message, group 1. Take care, rock on. I love you for loving yourself. You know where to find me for future personal guidance along the way. Take care for popping off now. Group 2. Message from Spirit. And the Robin's good with this transitional message during this retrograde. You got Ganesha. 31, and I was just talking about the 3, 3, and the 1 in group 1. 31 is about ascending and following that divinity, that divine inspiration, that newness, that masculine structure that allows for a feminine mitosis of creation. All you have to do to allow a multiplicity of your truest, most loving desires is to stop resisting your own fruition. You have to clear away some of your own internal weeds, some of the beliefs, some of the conditioning, some of the chokes, because the system gets you here. And how does the system get you there? Via people. Via people who have learned to not clear their own weeds, but to be told that their weeds are their roses and they should settle. But roses are finicky, are they not? pH levels, water, moisture. And does the rose not give back with rose hip and scent and color in your world? All right, so ascending. Honeymoon. You are meant to see whatever period you are living through as a vacation, as a union of spirit. Make love with the world, make love with your story. I read romance novels. Why? Because it's fun. Because it's fun. It's intermingling of vibrations. Where do you find yourself? Because you can be on this honeymoon across country, across the pond, however, you can be on this by yourself. You can marry yourself, and it can be great. And you can accept whoever's next to you and whoever's not. This volunteer card, it's not going to be a honeymoon until you get on board with the waves that are carrying you on your cruise. You hear? If you think that everything is a good experience, a hurricane can be a sight to see, huh? A little bit of danger makes life a little bit of fun. But you got to be on board. And this being on board, if you dedicate yourself, if you say yes, if you decide in this way to see your world in this way, you will see results. Eventually. Now, in order for a union with your actions to happen, you must be willing to clear out the old. Yes. Same thing, different deck. Alluding to a new path that, if you decide to live in bliss, you will create ultimate harmony. Take care. Rock on. I love you. For loving yourself. You know where to find me for future personal guidance along your ascension. Take care. If you're popping off now. Group 3. Message from Spirit. Okay. Newness, transformation. Fire is the physical manifestation of transformation itself. Science can't tell you exactly what it is. You just have to accept it for what it is, which is essentially quick decomposition. And it can take sparks of life easily into the next, along with all the physical forms that remain with no spark of stardust within it. Phoenix energy does not come without a price. Great love, ultimate, divine, is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Wow, yeah, burn, baby, burn all the way through. Mercury retrograde sucks. Retrogrades in... I mean, honestly, I don't think very many people are having a rough time, but more people are having an easier time than most. That doesn't mean that it's not hard. It doesn't mean that you don't have to make a molecular frequency shift. That is a decision. Yeah, don't look back. Don't do what you've done. And yet, it doesn't have to be so hard. And yet, this life is a game. And yet, you are worthy of joy, upliftment. Where do you find this? How do you co-create this? Yourself. Cackle. Cackle with the world that lives inside of you. You carry your own light. You have protection. You know the sea. You know the moon's effect on the sea. Only you can experience what you find funny or hilarious or synchronistic or interesting. So go deep and get good, because you're all right. You're all right. Through every season, you are all right. Ascend into a full circle, snake eating its tail. Kundalini, I am egg energy of birth. And birth things that you know to be true. You are assured down this pathway at this point in time. Take care. Rock on. I love you for loving yourself. You know where to find me.